Now we move on to the public participation part of the meeting. So, members of the public, if you'd like to ask questions on any items related to the agenda.
I'd like to ask regarding the recording of last month's meeting. What was the technical error with it that couldn't be published online? The recording of the whole meeting.
The camera switched itself off 2 minutes after.
I've got the whole thing recorded, so if you'd like a copy of my recording of it.
That would be wonderful, yeah.
It just switched itself off. It's very convenient, don't you think?
Very.
Wasn't it? Don't think it was just very convenient that the whole thing, that whole meeting turned into an absolute shit show.
Yes.
And people leaving, and it just conveniently had a shit shows is fine, and it just had a technical issue. I just think that's very, very convenient. But I'm more than willing to allow members of the parish to see my whole recording of what went on.
When a member of the public asked a really valid question, then the guy from Horsham Council was so incredibly rude to him, and he was asking a question which is completely allowed, and he was so rude, and I could almost feel the guy behind me just recoiling, but he was steadfast and he kept asking, and I just think it's not a very good representation of the council, and I felt quite ashamed and embarrassed. And the dirty looks from all of the councillors that I get is actually quite disturbing, and it's not very nice. It's not nice.
Thank you. Do you have any more comments or questions?
Is it going to be recorded tonight?
We're recording it as well, just in case there's a technical issue. Yeah.
You are?
Yes. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions?
Sorry, just one more. It's not a question, but I think it's to Victoria's point. It seems to me that if you're not keen on somebody's views, you get glared at.
Yes.
And there's a discussion point here about council code of conduct training. I really think that that needs to be considered a little bit more. I'm not really sure why we seem to be subjected to the kind of glaring.
It's the glaring.
Sorry, glaring.
It's the glaring.
Councillors that don't like what we say. You're doing it to each other, let alone to members of the public.
Yes.
Okay. If you'd like to raise that to the normal channels.
Oh, what you mean the standards one?
Yeah,
I think I'll just take to social media about the code of conduct and what does and doesn't happen with that.
Oh, I've got another one regarding Mr. Loney. So yesterday people got leaflets through their door and he's writing, oh, he's undertaken his training, that he'd apologised to Mrs. Sadler, blah, blah, blah. That's a blatant lie. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to go online and have a look at the spreadsheets, which I did, to find out that Councillor Loney has not undertaken any training this year. So how can he's blatantly lying, bringing the parish council into disrepute, doesn't show his face.
This is not the forum, and we are not allowed, in terms of our due process, to discuss individuals' standard matters. So I would appreciate it.
Well, that's my comment.
And will not be discussed at this meeting.
Of course it won't.
Thank you.
I was just going to comment that it was a good job the camera went off last time for a certain member of the council with the disgraceful behaviour that he had walking out and swearing.
Well, he's learned it from his colleagues in the council.
Yes.
In my defence, though, it was a shit show. It completely not fun.
You've got the code of conduct training because you're representing people from the parish And they expect that to be.
But when it was hijacked by the member of Horsham District Council talking absolute shit, when a member... No, settle down. The members were here to ask a question, and they've been shut down.
I'll ask you, all questions should be directed through the chair, and I'll ask you to tone down the language, and we are going way off subject, and this is not something that we will be discussing this evening. We have to act under governance, and this is really not something we are legally allowed to do. So thank you. Any more questions?
So basically, you're not allowed to say anything or raise any points. You just have to just sit and listen and be stared at. That's basically what you're saying, which is completely fine.
Point of clarification on that. You are allowed to comment.
We're not, because we never get a straight answer. On the evening of the Christmas evening, the councillor sat between Virginia Hicks and Bill. She was there when John Loney verbally abused me and Councillor Jackson. Yes, you. You were there when he was swearing and shouting. We didn't report it at the time, but I wish we had done.
I will not.
You were there.
And
it was videoed. And it was videoed, so don't deny it.
You've made the council's position quite clear. You've made the council's position quite clear. This is not a forum.
It was videoed.
Those events, those subjects. Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions? Thank you. Right. Report from the Mayor of the Wards.
Yeah, just circulated yesterday, I believe, circulated to all councillors, so I hope you've had time to read it, or will do so shortly. Yeah,